Hello, oh, where's my camera? Hello, welcome, gentlemen. If I go in here. Yeah. Hello, no one. How lovely. So today we are not string SL, for finally. And instead I decided to let people decide. And they decided that we should code SL translation Magizmo once again, so here we are. Hello. No one. How dare you? That's so selfish of you. How dare you? Well then. See if someone will actually join. I'm not sure, I got a little bit tired of SL lately. More like play. I'm always tired of SL. But this time, like, actually just stringing it seems like it's such a chore. Oh, why did it stop? Oh yeah, because I told it. I told it to stop. Well, I am smart. Well, so, yeah, I thought that for a while we could try doing other things, such as Portal streams, because that was... We'll like that, I think. And, yeah, but today we're coding again. So, I don't really need this right now. I'm like... I need this for a video, pretty much. So, yeah, next video I'm making is about translations. I think that's quite obvious. And I want to be like, oh yeah, hey, I've made this application for translating SL. So on top of just being an actual useful utility, it's gonna be for a video. So normally... Mr. Bug. Why is there bug under my keyboard? Oi, no, you do not live. Thank you. Thank you for dying. So yeah, I at first wanted to just firstly finish the video and then work on the tool, because I could actually just work on it during the making of that video, because most of it is just talking about how translations work. Well, but here we are. Hello. No one. That's lovely. But I'm just gonna begin. I shall press this button, and why can't you see me? Well, then that's kinda sad. Give me a second. There we go. Well, here we are. So this is like my little... Let's do this. This is my little notepad, I guess. My notes for everything that we need. I haven't really worked on this. Yeah, I'm not sure where we left off, pretty much. I know that I actually had to, on my own time, I went in. New version available, I do not care. I went in and I've added some kind of a... Oh yeah, I've added live previews. Very junky ones. But I've pretty much just added that because I needed that for a video. And that's all it changed. So if Unity were to launch... Thank you. Also, I think I might be porting it to Unity 6. Just to get rid of that splash screen. For the love of Unity, you are so dumb. Sorry, no, I will never stop with the splash screen. So terrible. As they finally changed that. Loading entry, yes. Lovely. Yeah, so if I'm gonna go in right here. If I select operation guide, I can change it to tutorial. You see, it works a little bit weird, so pretty much when I type in something it refreshes. And everything is currently set to nothing. That's why it behaves so strangely. And as you can see, it works a little bit weird. Like it repositions its bunch of things randomly. And that's pretty much down to how Unity works, so there is a way to fix this, and I fixed it in other games. Yeah, but it works really strangely because it doesn't update everything fluidly. It's really annoying. Yeah, but we have live previews, woohoo! And now if I type in something, you can see I have... If I select something, it will select the thing that I'm actually referencing. Of course, this shouldn't reference the keycard janitor, but we're working on it. However, I'm not sure if I actually want to work on fixing this UI thing, because currently how these things are stored, they're in a... extremely... like, this is really annoying to set up. Of these, like, defines. This is what they are called. Every single field that you can change is called a define in code. So all of this right here, or except on this, all of this right here, this is a define. This is a define for A7, this is for the... for real Magizmo. This is for all of the different inventory items, and this is where I can input text. Thank you for refreshing, I did not care. Yeah, I can just enter text and it will... That's how it references. We need to define the field, and we can see them here. Currently how they are defined... not here. Translation defines items, for example. It's a little bit annoying. Especially, so I can make a tool, but I thought we could actually try doing something a little bit different. Like, if I were to open this Show in Explorer, I can actually edit this with Notepad, because of how Unity serializes things. All of this is... I can just edit this via here. As you can see, that's not really that great. However, there is a solution. Solution? We're gonna be making our own format. Actually, I'm thinking about something like... hold on, let me just open up. Oh, I can just... So, instead of having the file being saved like this, we can actually tell Unity... we can actually specify how to load different file formats. So we can create our file formats, our own file format, which isn't really that difficult. So for example, we could, instead of having, as you can see how it works right now, is that we have... oh, this is really complicated, this is really annoying. Well, but we have like an ID, then there's an optional display name that you can enable, and then there's the display name. So about, instead of this, we could have... like if we were to look here, defines, here's line ID 0. This means that this is a single item, and these are all the fields. We have a line ID, because some documents in the translations have identifiers. Some of them are just because of the line. So if I were to add enter to one of them, then all of the translations would shift, which would break everything. But there are things like inventory, which are defined like this. Hold up. Something like this. Keycard here, and then there's another one. So how the game identifies is by these. The game identifies these things by these numbers, and not by the line ID. So if I were to add how many enters I would want, nothing would change. So I need to test out if you actually do this, does it get ignored? Because I think it does. But I'm not sure if for everything. I know that it does for certain types of files. It's less complicated. This is why this application exists, to make this process more streamlined. I actually was thinking about, is there actually a point in making this application? But I think yes. I think this application will actually open up. Well, at first, like, it will make it easier to make custom translations and also to update them. Because that's the idea. The problem is that every single time the game updates, I will need to look through translations and implement their new defines so that you could actually upgrade them. Okay, so what I was talking about. Move to other view. I can do this? Wow. A bunch of crap opened. Just close this. No, I don't think I need this. Please, I never want to see this again. Not good enough. Oh, what is this? I'll just make a new one. Okay, so instead of having this... Actually, let me isolate this. This is how files get saved right now. Instead of all of this, we could actually just make our own file format that would look something like... I don't know. It could be something like this, although I'm not sure. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky, mainly because, like, hold up, keycard janitor. Let's just finish this example. Line ID is 0. Oh, so what am I doing? Keycard janitor. Auto display name. Why is it 1? Okay, it's true. Actually, let's do exactly that. 1. Okay, let's just say that we actually have a custom name. So, how this will work? This is this. Then this is this. The ID is placed here. Then this defines if it should auto-display or not. And then the actual display name. And every single line in this file would look like this. Why do we need to do this? Well, firstly, it will be a lot easier to just... Instead of filling all of this in Unity, which is absolutely horrendous, we could just do it in a file like this. And, I know, we could make a window to make all of this a little bit easier, but that will take a lot of time. Or that, you know what, I think in the end I will probably make another window anyway. But this means that anyone that doesn't even know how to work with Unity can just fill out all of this and make all of this work. Yeah, that's the idea pretty much. Auto display name. So yeah, I think you're probably seeing my point. Something like this. Well, let's say that's let me just make this. So here we have auto display name, meaning that, sorry, this is disabled, meaning that in the actual hierarchy right here, if only it will load. yeah, this is called Keycard the Janitor, and it will use this name right here. However, if we say auto display name to 1, this will make it so that in here, instead of just generating the instead of just using a name from here, which as you can see it's empty, it will instead just look at this, and using some like weird algorithms, it will make a name that looks like this. Kind of weird, like you can see by some point I just started. This is dumb. Yeah, another thing about this format is, for example, right here, as you can see, I've added inv to everything. And yeah, it's only on some items, meaning that I would have to go manually and update all of these if I were to make my own tool. However, in Visual Studio, we can do something like this. Just type an inv to everything. So I would select all of these fields and just type an inv. And implementing that would take quite a lot of time. Okay, so that's the idea, and now allow me to open Visual Studio to copy code, because I have no clue how to do that. However, I did this for QASIC once. That's new QASIC. I need old QASIC. Oh, it's this one. I mean, I'll just keep it open to... Oh crap, what is this garbage? Oh, I've worked on things. That's so sad. Well, Unity drama aside... It's annoying. Like, look at this window, look at this window, look at this window. It's such a beautiful window. Unity, Mr. Johnny Ricatello. TXT. Okay, so... Oh boy, will this break everything? I hope it doesn't. It will, probably. Actually, hold up. Do I have Git in here? Whoopsie. Okay, I'm gonna upload it. Okay. I'm gonna upload it. And I'm gonna say... add the live preview, because that's the last thing I've added. Please work. Thank you. Okay, we have it saved in case something goes wrong. So if we will lose all of this, and then we can somehow work it out, or just manually re-enter everything, which honestly that wouldn't be that big of an issue. It's kind of annoying, but it wouldn't be that big of an issue. Well, let's get started, shall we? How do we get started? We need to look at how QASIC does it, because QASIC already does this in some way. So in QASIC, I think there is an asset called... crap. I don't remember. Oh, I know. Prompts. That's what I was working on. So pretty much I was testing out using custom formats, which they are really handy because of how Unity works, and it's really annoying. So image prompt display. Prompt library. That's the thing. Serializable, and we are not creating it. We do not have an option to create it, so let's first do that. Now then you just... disable everything. We shall go to defines. Defines. Is this? Oh no, this is array entry. We need multi-entry. Multi-entry is all of the files that have multiple entries. Oh yeah. Oh no, sorry, I thought someone commented and nothing happened. Yeah, I know, sure. That's just Solution Explorer and Git changes. Excusez-moi. This is complicated code. I have no clue what's going on here. And I don't need to know. But what I need to know is how do I make a file? We're gonna delete this. That's pretty much what we're gonna do for now. Or actually, we'll just comment it in case. Well then, the next thing we need to make some kind of an importer, if I remember properly. Prompt library, there's absolutely nothing like this. Well, then that's fantastic. It's really an editor script for this. Asset importer, what do you do? Absolutely nothing, lovely. Prompts. Prompt library importer, here we go. Scripted important. So, this importer is quite simple, it just loads JSON, but we will need to... effort. Hate that. Hate that. Actually, let's firstly make a small little utility. Multi-entry definitions file. We will make a utility method. Public or void temp. Something like this, I remember. Oh no, that's not how it works. So, currently, temporarily, we will add a button, just temporarily, as the name suggests. That will pretty much just export all of this to this new cool format, so that we won't have to redo everything again. So, we need to figure out how to do this. How do we do this? That is a good question. Oh, crap. So... firstly, at the top of the file, we will need to... because we need to serialize everything. So, we need to firstly serialize this, then this, then this. This is a little bit annoying now, isn't it? Okay. Serialization plan. My idea will be something like this. So that all of these fields right here that aren't defines, as they're called, they are gonna be on this very first line. It'll be like name and things, and they'll be separated by commas. More like this, or maybe this. No, this means it's a separation of one thing. This, they will be separated like this. So, for example, we will have something resembling this right here. Let me just make an example. And that is the idea. That is the format that we're going with. Well then, so the first thing that we will do is var builder, or text, I guess. We're gonna use string builder, which is a class for building strings. It's just text encoding. And just temporarily we will just debug it. We will need to later just actually save it to the disk, but for now we can just throw it into the console and figure out if it actually saves properly. So, at first, we will need to append, as it is called. We will need to append... what we will need to append? Identification type, or I guess we can just do name of. Put this little symbol equal, and in between those values, in between those characters, we will put well, the identification type, pretty much. And that's the idea, and we just need to repeat that 3 times. And copy these things. Oh, also add this to the end so that we can actually separate things. At the end, we will just append a new line symbol, meaning that it will move to the next line, because we don't want to do this. That's not what we want. And now the simple part, or maybe not simple, I shouldn't say these things before I know. For each var item in defines, we will just look for every single define. What do you have right here? Ah, crap. Wait, what? How does this work? I'm actually a little bit confused. Oh, okay, so I know. So pretty much, these are just lines. Let's call them unintuitively. I think I should probably rename them in code. But these are lines, meaning that, for example, here they actually have an identification. But if they won't have an identification, then that's not really that big of a problem. So a single line can have multiple entries, as it is, for example, with items. Hold up, I need to show you an example. Oh, why do I have my keyboard? Crap. I'm not a good streamer. Manage, browse local files. Thank you very much. Like in English. Items. Yeah, as you can see, oh, for example, jailbird, and then it's separated as what? So these are two different entry types. This is not one, these are two different, and they are in the same line. So this is why we have multiple defines in one define. It's a very... Why did I name it? I'm just confused. I will actually have to go through and rename all of this to actually make it make sense. I'm shaped by yourself. Okay, let's call it line for the sake of sanity. Var line define in line.define field ID. Ah, this is dumb. Why did I name it like this? Field ID. Oh, I'm so dumb. Text append. We shall append line ID, which is the identification. So for example, right here is 0. Let me just close this. It's getting annoying. Yeah, I think you're understanding. So if we append first we append this, then we need to append this special little symbol because it feels quirky like that. And then we can actually start... No, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. I am getting confused. What is this all supposed to mean? I have not touched this in quite a long time. Ah, this is getting confusing. Okay, so I'm sorry I explained this incorrectly. As you can see, keycard janitor and keycard not janitor are on the same line, meaning that this is 0 and this is C. When we actually do this, this is so dumb. Why is it like this? No, that's such a... That's such a horrible way of going about this, because someone can just modify this file, so I only do this. Something, this is dumb. So we need to somehow firstly define a number, and in that number we have this, and we just... I don't need this. Who made this? This is dumb. Can we actually just do this system? Or do we need to think of another format? By the way, to those watching, we are making our own file format because I feel quirky like that. Huh. How would we actually load that? Well, we could just... No, we couldn't. We'll figure something out later. We're just gonna do whatever this garbage is. Append. We shall append. What is here? This is the ID. Align. No, sorry. Define dot ID. Then we shall append once more this quirky looking symbol, and we shall append once again number. number define dot. Wait, what is that supposed to be? Oh yeah, auto display name. Then we shall append once again the actual thing. We will, if this is false, then we will use this. And on top of that, append the new line symbol. So now this means that if we press our quirky button, that's located right here, we will see. Lovely. Seems good enough. Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind. Well then, because this is actually just turned into true and false, and we just want the numbers. So we'll do. If this is true, we will put 1, and if it's not, then we'll put 0. Well, and now we can see that, for example, oh, we actually don't change the number of anything here. Well, then I'm sure it will work. Oh crap, someone is calling me. That was absolutely nothing important. Lovely. Okay, now we need to figure out how to actually save this. Oh crap, I hate this. I hate this part every single time. Show. What am I doing? I don't want to debug. I want to get the place where this file is stored, but that's gonna be a little bit difficult. Yes, it will. So some asset database garbage. Oh, come on! No, we don't actually care about this right now. Normally we cannot have Unity editor right here, but for now this is just all temporary, okay? Asset database dot get path. Get asset path this. Can we specify more? No, we don't. Well, then that's lovely. We will get the asset path, but what will it actually show us? This is not really a location that is good. We need to have the total path, I guess. Because this is just the path in the project, but we need the path in the actual system. But there is an fix to this application that data path or something like this. And if we add these together, hopefully it will not say assets. Assets. Well, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will need to trim this. We'll need to trim this by 6 characters and it will work. Or actually, could we? No. And now if I will click this button again, then it will actually give us a proper path. Yes, that is the right path. Well, now when we have this path, we can save. Yay! And I think it was something like, oh yeah, I remember, QASIC exists. File manager. QASIC, don't do this to me. File manager dot save file writer. That's exactly what we want. Path data will be text. To string. Sorry, mate. Now. Oh, actually, hold up. Crap. This is .asset, but we don't want to save that. We need to change the file format at the end. So we will do a little bit of hacking right here. Path will be equal path.split. We'll split it and take the first. So we will just split it in the point where the dot is, which is always at the end of the file. I think. Oh crap. Okay, just to be safe. How can we just? I remember there was some like system.io.path. Oh, that exists. .get. For there are some things I don't really use this class that often, but I think I should. Get file name without exception. Yeah, but I want get the path without exception, without the file path. Okay, here we go. C#, remove extension from path. You can use get extension. Oh, that's annoying. Change extension. Will this work? I can just pass null here and it will return something that is... Let me just test this again. Okay, now we will not have an extension. I'm not sure if I'm fully trusting this method. Well, I'll appear like I try. Oh, wait a second, yeah, I don't even care. I can just change the extension to whatever I want. Okay, we'll name it METDME. Transitions defines multiple entries. Or just MATD. Method. Try not taken. I don't care. Okay, and now it will save and we'll have a file that is absolutely useless, but it's fine. Refresh. Oh, here we go. Now if I press open, it will ask me what is this garbage. But if I open this with Notepad, then this is exactly what we wanted. I don't like this last line, but I don't care. So, we now made a way to save. Hooray! Hooray us. I need to make an editor script, and we will call it... Oh, this is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Yeah, undo, I don't care. Okay, here we have defines. editor defines multi-entry, okay. Multi-entry, what was it called again? They're called multi-entry transition defines, okay. Well, then we will do this importer. Namespace, crap. Well then, isn't it obvious? Project.editor. Crap, I haven't coded in a while, I'm not sure how to do this anymore. And now this is where we are gonna start stealing code from library importer. Well, thank you very much. And actually, we can copy this, but we don't really... We are currently on 2020 and newer, so we don't need this. We are not QASIC. We're not quirky like this. Internal. We need a version and we need whatever this thing is. Default asset content. Well, it's gonna be empty, I think. We don't really care about that much. We can make something up later. File extension. What's the extension? From library? No! Public constant string extension. Extension. And we're gonna use the extension we used here. Temporary, where are you? Method. Actually, you use this. Get rid of this, get rid of this, and here we are. Okay, now the next step. We need to have an icon. I don't think we do, but we will have this. Crap. We also need to actually override scripted importer. Well then, so if the context is null, then we say hey, it's null. Then we get the text and we try reading the text. And if we don't, then we log that we couldn't read the text for some obscure reason. Now, we make a new asset, which this asset doesn't exist. It's just I mean, it's not a file, but it's an asset. It's an instance of an asset, but it actually doesn't exist. But we are not creating prompt library. We are creating whatever this garbage is. Then, instead of using JSON utility, this is actually where we will save. However, create input asset. Yeah, but oh crap, we don't actually have a way to save, do we? How do you save? How do you make it save? I thought there was a way. You do it in the inspector? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. How can we apply something that we cannot export? There's not an export feature. Yeah, I don't get it. What is it? What? Let me override something right here. Export, save, apply. Oh crap. That's exactly what you need to do, don't we? Okay then. I think I understand now. So, currently we're just gonna make an importer, but we won't be able to save until we make an inspector, but that doesn't exist right now. What is going? Oh crap, wrong window. Okay, right here. Remember this thing? Well, then we will need to copy it. Assets, create. And that's it. And we will create a new asset with content. And it's gonna be called new... Oh crap, this is such a beautiful name. Entry, multi-entry. Position defines dot extension. And we're gonna use the default content, which doesn't exist. Well, instead of here loading from JSON, we are not gonna do that because that's stupid. Instead, we'll look at the text, and firstly, if text dot hold up, var text lines. This will probably just pretty much text split with this. Then text remove. Oh, sorry, we will split it. Where? Okay, I'm just gonna write this and explain this later. X. So what we're doing is that we're splitting this entire document. Right here. We're splitting it into new lines. So pretty much we're just splitting every single line into a separate string, a separate text thing in coding. And then we just remove everything that is white space or is empty. So for example, if I type in here, the application will load it like if it was this. Because we don't need that. Like this space on the end, we don't need that. Get rid of it. We don't need that. And then we're pretty much just gonna check if text lines dot length will equal 0. Well, then we can't really do anything. Or hold up, actually. If it will be bigger than 0, then we can try loading the first line. And the first line, as you remember, is like a header that just contains every single important information. Then the rest of it is just defines. So we need to get the first line. Yeah. Header var header data text, like entries, I guess, or something like this. And this will be just called the first line, and we're gonna split it via this little cool looking symbol. And now we shall start loading things. So I don't think it's that really important the what's it called, in what order this will be, so we need to somehow figure out which thing is which. Identification type first. Well, that's simple, I guess. We just need to... Oh crap. How can we make this simple for us? Pretty much my idea is that we will... crap this. We will split. I know I love splitting, but that's pretty much what you do when you make a custom format. We will split every single file in here. We're gonna take the first item. Like, first we're gonna check if it only has 2 items, because if it has more or less, then we're just gonna skip it. But if it has 2, then we'll take the first one, and this will be our identification. Or, hold up, wrong example. This will be our identifier, identifying which field this is targeting. So, an example of this would be... Yeah, I'm not sure how to do this. Should we just look for every single thing in the file, or should we just do everything for each item separately? That would be the case. We would need another void. Load. Header entry. How do we do this? Oh, I think I know how we do this. Out header entry, string header entries. Entry, string entry ID. This is how we're supposed to do it. So this is a method that will just do what it says. We will loop, hold up, targets. Okay, so pretty much we're just gonna try finding every entry. But firstly, for all these entries, we're gonna select them as being split. We're gonna split them, and then we will only select those that actually have a. Actually, we could technically do this here. That would be a little more smarter. Where x.split with length would be equal to array. Okay, so we don't really need to check if it has the correct number of parts, I guess let's just call them. But we will select things, hold up, where x dot first is equal entry ID. So there's a possibility there will be multiple of these or not. Well, if there's multiple of these, we're just gonna grab the first one. So if targets.count, I'm gonna return this. This is dumb. I don't know. C# is weird, but sometimes you need to enable nullable. Or else it's gonna scrounge like, oh, you didn't enable the. Who cares? It's so dumb. Why do I need to add this? And like in newer versions, they say, oh no, sorry, we're not doing that anymore. Which is fair, because that's so dumb. Okay, so if there is less than 2 of targets, meaning that somebody wrote this. Actually, hold up. If it's not. What am I doing? If there's 0 of these. Yeah, if we haven't found any targets, we're just gonna return nothing. What are you on about? And what's the point of this? Like, this is literally why I want to return a null. This is so dumb. This is so incredibly dumb. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Value will be equal default, for the love of, return false. And in here we'll just return true, I guess. Okay, so if we found the target, we're just gonna grab the first one. And we're gonna try parsing it. Oh boy, it's just gonna be... Either try parse, that doesn't exist. Well, then that's kind of sad. Convert. I remember that this exists. Convert. Change type. Can I do this? Nope, it's an old system, lovely. And we're gonna take targets.first to last. You know what, let's just do it like this. So we're just gonna take the first target that we found. First one of these little... First one of these... oh, crap. First one of these are split by this. And then we're gonna take the value. And we're gonna have to remove... We're gonna remove... Actually, what's the point of these? I think there is absolutely no point, except... Oh crap. This. Is it getting more complicated? So pretty much, let's say that, for example, I've decided to be quirky. What are we supposed to do in this situation? I have no idea. Because let's say that Novo decided to split everything by this. Well, then in that case everything breaks. Lovely. Or we could just say, we're not gonna worry about this later, someone will find the fix. Which is a really good way of going about this. I mean, it's not, but you know what, it's gonna be fine. Or we can just remove these. Which I think we'll just do right now. Once again, there is a problem where, for example, Nofut could start splitting everything by this symbol, which is once again not that really good for us. Well, for now we're gonna trust them to not do that, hopefully. Unless we're gonna use our own quirky symbol. I know. Crap, wrong button. You know what, it's our format. We can do whatever you want. It's gonna be like this. Screw you. Okay, so instead of splitting these lines with this, we're just gonna use this. Hello. Hello. Look at him, he's so happy. But then there is a no. I believe this will work. And in here, in this temporary method that we used for exporting things, we will refrain from... Where is that thing? We will use a this character. Don't care. So many characters in this file could not be saved in the current code page. Do you want to resave this file as Unicode in order to maintain your data? Sure. I don't care. If it works, it works. Now change the type to type of T. And then we're gonna make... Hold up, crap. There isn't a try change. Try... No, there is not. So we're just gonna have to try like this. I hate doing it like this, but I don't think there is a way of doing it better. So if something will go wrong, we'll just return false. Value will be equal to this as T. Ah, crap. Then we're gonna have to do this. Thank you. Now it works. And yep, I think that works. Oh, you need an icon. I don't think you do. So now, Mr. Gentleman and Gentleman. Asset dot. And let's go put this one by one. Identification type will be equal header. Let's call it header. Header. What do you want from me? Header. Name of no, I can't be bothered. That will take way too much space. I'm just gonna put this on my other monitor so I can do this faster. Out. What are we actually parsing? What is this? Okay, just for the sake of not dying, we're just gonna using This will be called file, target file. I guess we need to put the whole extension. Other way around. Okay. Now, could you please not take up my entire screen? Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure how to do it cleanly. I would like to do it line by line, although you're not supposed to do that, but oh well. There's the proper way would probably be doing something like this. So now I think I will actually do this. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Now, next thing. Use separation. Use separation what? Oh yeah. Bool. And here we will have separation character, and separation character. And this will be a char. Okay, so now hopefully it will not explode. Maybe. Crap, there's two of them. So I am this line ID. Yeah, it's completed.
Wait, what are you working on?
Okay. Yeah, I think I can do this. It's a SL translation Magizmo, as it is called, but basically it's a tool for translating things. So for example, let's say that I think the operation guide should actually just called, it should be referred to as it's called a tutorial. So you can see it's a little bit buggy right now, but don't worry about it. Like for example, all of this gets cleared out because I didn't actually load any translation. News servers. I think this is supposed to be settings or something like that. Oh yeah, exactly. Quit will be quit. Yeah, and that's pretty much the idea. I can, for example, here say hello.
Oh, that actually sounds useful, lol.
Yeah, and the idea is that you'll also be able to apply like the gradients and garbage like that, and your exporting actually works right now, but it's not everything is filled out, but you can actually export. And the idea is that you will be able to export this. This will be saved in a completely different file format, meaning as it updates their game, Northwood updates their game, it breaks everything as always. Well then, this application does everything for you. And that's the idea. However, right now it is. That's the biggest problem with it right now. Oh crap, this actually took me way too long to make. This doesn't even update. Lovely. Yeah, but currently I'm... the way we get all of these things in the hierarchy to display... Like, these are called defines. These are all the fields that you can change. As you can see, not everything is filled out, but for example the HID sign I can add multiple lines. So cool and dandy. But... Unity, what are you doing? The way we fill this out is not really that intuitive, nor really that... pretty much this is how it works. Like as you can see, it's really annoying. And currently I'm trying to make it less annoying. And my current results, not really. Like I'm trying to make my own file format, but currently it's not being loaded well, which is kind of... I don't understand really. Let's just attach to Unity as one shall does. Okay, this will take 20 years. Yeah, for some reason this isn't read correctly, and everything is set to default. Not really the result I was expecting. Reload script assembly, so yes, of course, time to wait 20 hours for that. You done? Okay, here, re-import. Well then, this is garbage. Will you return false? Yes, you will. Why? This is how this file works. It shouldn't do this, and yet it does. Why? The entry ID is identification type. And this is empty? Why? Okay, something is fishy. Try this again. Re-import. So, text line is 0. The first one looks like this. And that's correct. That's how it's supposed to work. And yet, in the end, it's 0. Why are you like this? Okay, I split it by our special character that we... Yeah, I split it by this character. And then I just make sure that it is... Yeah, I don't understand. Why is this going on? Have I removed this? Unity, please cooperate. Thank you. Re-import. Okay. Again. Wow, there's one of the... Wait, what? Oh no, I think there is some formatting issue. Actually, text lines. The first one, does it have our special symbol? First item, no it doesn't. Oh, wait a second. I get it. I didn't save it. I am smart, okay then. Everything should work now. Please, Visual Studio, for the love of... Just let me... re-import. Nope, it doesn't still. Well, then that's lovely. Well, then re-import once again. What's going on? What's going on? That header. Oh, suddenly we have 4 entries. Lovely. How about there's still some garbage? Oh, that's why it doesn't work. I think there's still some formatting issues. Although there shouldn't be. Okay, so what I'm seeing right now is the... Oh no, crap. No, I'm reading it incorrectly. Sorry, that's... Never mind, it works great. Hopefully. This has found a target, I hope so. It all found a target. Meaning that right here, inspiration character is called this. Yeah, this should work. Why doesn't it work? It literally works. Oh wait, yeah, it does. Although this doesn't work that well. Why is it just line ID? So like you can see, use separation characters, inspiration character. It loaded it correctly, but this field for some reason it says no. Well, that's so strange. Why? First item. Well then that should work. Why doesn't it work? Did I mess up something? Identification type, just to make sure. I'm just gonna paste it in here. Yep, it is identification type. This is absolutely... What are you doing? What are you smoking? Let's re-import it again. Well then. It should find the target, and yet it fails. Why? Targets first. Oh crap, we can't really look at it because... Lovely. For some reason this thing cannot convert that. var input. We're just gonna do this. Make absolutely sure everything is right. Oh, shut up. Okay. Input is first item. Currently it's line ID. Well, it should convert this, and yet it fails. Why? I mean, it's not... enums are weird, but that doesn't really give it an excuse to do this. No, we should just... we can fix it quite easily. You can just, instead of doing this, you can just save it differently. Let's remove all of these break lines. So really much, we're just gonna tell the application to save it better. Append identification type, and we're gonna convert it to int. First item. This will be 1. So if I go here, save this. This is 1. Now if I load Unity, it should probably work. I hope so. I hope so. Unity, hello, hello. Oh crap! Yeah, I have keep on top enabled on this. You shut up, and now we re-import you once again. Still doesn't. Why are you so racist against enums? What is this garbage? I saved it? Yes, I did. Or you know, we could always just do this. File. What is it called again? Target file dot identification type. There you go. It shall now work as it always should. Oh, why am I launching this? It's re-imported. Size item works. Lovely. Exactly what we wanted. Holy crackers. Wow. Well, that's... we did it, in fact. We did it. I can't really modify this. Why? I forgot. But there is probably a good reason for that. Well, but for now, we will need to load all of the rest of this garbage. And we will need to figure out how to do that. My brain is melting from this. I guess we can just do a for statement. We'll start from first because we need to skip the first one because it's just the header. And then we're gonna look for every single line. And now, this is where the fun begins. Parts. Text lines. That's split. Oh crap, yeah, split. We're gonna split it by our special character. Okay, so one thing I'm starting to like realize that this is gonna be a little bit annoying. Because the way this is made, that for example, let's say SCP, this would be really stupid if they were to change their files to be like this. Like to have, if we were to have defines with this character, this will break absolutely everything. But let's just not worry about this right now, okay? We'll figure it out one day. Okay, so if parts with length will be equal. So if there will be less than 2, yes. Because if there's 2, so for example right here, you still should be able to load it, it's only this. It shouldn't be a problem. If it's below 2, or parts to the length is bigger than 3, if it's less than 2 or more than 3, we're just gonna skip it because we can't really load that. And then the first part is just gonna be the identification. And try parse parts 0. If we won't be able to parse it, if we won't be able to parse, oh crap, no, we don't need to parse this. What am I doing? Parts 0 will be equal to, because this is not a number, this is a text character, I guess. Parts 0, 0. Oh boy, it's really hot here. Well, we'll just start doing our business. As per usual. Okay, how does this work again? I have a line ID. Guys, so what we will do temporarily is make a dictionary, not a serialized dictionary, that's dumb. System collections to generic. We'll make a dictionary which is just like a normal dictionary. You have a book, you have a word, and you have a definition. So it's similar here, except that we look for the dictionary not by a word, but by whatever we define, which could also be a word, and then we get the result. That's how dictionaries work. Var defines. We will equal new dictionary. As the key, we will have the define itself, and as the result that we'll get will be define, will be a list of line oh crap, what is it called again? Define fields. This is such dumb naming. I mean, I did this, but still, I am dumb. Defines. Show. If defines that contains key. Like if it doesn't contain a key, then we will add it. However, if it contains such key, defines dot add. What am I doing? But once we establish this key, or if it just exists, then we will be able to set this to whatever we want. However, we will not do this yet, so we need to create a new var define. Or new define. Let's call it new define. Define field. Well then, what is it called now? What's inside of this thing? An identification, auto display name, display name. Identification. What is identification? Okay. Yeah, now I know. Crap, can we just defines one. If, oh crap, no, it's parts one. So if there will be more parts than 2, yeah, if there will be more parts than 2, we will also set, hold up, what's the default of this? It's not even sure. Okay, sure. So if there's the third part to this, just this one number, or it could just be like 1 and something, we'll firstly try parsing the first number. If it will be 0, it will be 0. If it will be 1, it will be 1. If we won't be able to parse it, we will instead just parse this entire thing. We'll just set this to true and make this entire thing the display name. This is where the fun begins. And okay. So this now the tough part, some kids may say. Okay. So bar target will be equal parts name part, let's call it. Parts, sorry, 2. It's the third element, because 2 is free in coding, because someone thought that was a good idea. Well then, if name part dot actually string is null or white space. If this is null or white space, we will just completely ignore this. I guess if it isn't null or white space, we will continue. Name part dot substring. No, what do we do now? Oh yeah. So now we know that there's at least one character in this thing. Then let's try parsing it. If in dot try parse. Like, let's do it a switch because I feel fancy today. Try parse name part 0, which will be the first character pretty much. Out int auto name, it's called like that. Case true and case false. So if we won't be able to parse it, why are you giving me this look? Oh crap, to string, that makes sense. If we won't be able to parse this, then we will tell new define auto display name, will set this to false, and new define the display name will just be the entire name part. However, if we will be able to parse it, and here we also have two different situations. Okay, so if name part. Oh crap, this should be a switch inside the switch. This is gonna be messy, I don't care. Auto name. Case 0. Case 1. Case, oh sorry, default. So if this is a 0, we'll just keep it disabled, because that's what we need. If it is 1, we will keep it enabled. And if this is nothing, then we will keep it, then we will treat everything. Yeah. If this is not actually, should we do this? Yes, I think we should. Actually, no, let's just simplify it. New define display name will be equal name part that's substring. We'll just put the name part except the starting index. I'm speaking Spanish right now. Okay, so we'll just skip the first character, which, as we previously defined, is just a number. This is just a number that just says if it should display automatically or not. So let's skip it, and the fact if it will be auto display name will be solely dependent if auto name is equal to 1. If it's not, then it's not. Simple. Oh crap. Yes, that is exactly how it's supposed to work. And now, once we have all of this monstrosity figured out, now we can just say, Mr., where are you, Mr.? Asset, yeah, asset.defines will be equal to... how do we do this now? Will be equal to our defines, what was it called? Defines, the dictionary that we had previously. we will select a new target.define. To list. And now in this define, line ID will be equal to x.key and field IDs will be equal to x.value to array. So this is pretty much where we just apply everything that we just made previously. And now this will work, hopefully. Meaning that if I re-import this piece of garbage, did I save this? Yes, I did. If I re-import, it works. Lovely. So yeah, this is gonna be the new file format. Now if I just press the magical button for everything else, like this. Let's see if it matches. Yes, it does. Would you look at that, lads and gents? I think this is a really good progress. Tap quit, tap settings, tap servers. Of course, this is. I just did this on a whim, just for it to exist. This won't actually work. If you try exporting, it won't work because I needed this for a video. But it works. But as you can see, I cannot modify this, and the reason is quite simple. The reason is that the reason is a reason, and we are all striving for a reason in our lives, and yet we're here. What am I talking about? I have no clue, as always. So we need to make it so that we can actually edit the asset. Show, add, new item. Oh, I forgot. It's a fancy window now. Translation defines inspector. It's yes. Sorry. Where is my code? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna copy it. Stolen code anyway. Okay. Instead of QA we're just gonna put it in where it's supposed to be. I have no idea. Visual Studio, well, keep your garbage together. Crap. Using UEditor will be Unity editor.editor. Ooh. And we will try not have, this won't be a prompt library, this will be a this. There we go. So this will just make sure that everything disappears right here, because we don't actually want to touch this, because it's stinky. Bye bye. Crap, why are this thing? Oh, you see, it says absolutely, it displays absolutely nothing, and that's what we want, because we will instead have an inspector for the importer. And this will actually be where we show all templates, because it doesn't seem to be working. Multi-entry translation defines importer inspector. Thank you. At least it works now. But it's still really crap. That's a very long name, but it's not important. What's important is to actually make this work. Once again, we can delete this because we're not making a tool. This is just a project. Then we copy a this, then we copy a this. Then we overwrite a this. And once we do this, crap. Importer. Okay, and now, once we've done this, Oh, but this won't work. Oh, I actually cannot make this work. This would be a very horrible way. No. No! We'll see. Absolutely nothing. Oh, crap. Actually, why do I keep throwing this error? I have no idea. We'll see absolutely nothing. Why? Actually, we should see something, and yet we don't. Why? We should see the apply and revert buttons, and we don't. Why? Something ain't working, mi friendo. It should literally work. Why are you doing this? Wait, did I sub some? No. I'm writing the right thing. Multi-entry, importer, inspector. Everything is fine. Just to make sure. Yeah. I'm not sure why this doesn't work. Like you can see, this works fine here. If I go to... If I create a new... Actually, I'm not sure if I can create one. Front library, and you can see we don't... Oh no, we do have those buttons, except... And I think we... Oh yeah, here, we have those buttons. Sorry, never mind, I read that properly. And now this is where we write our own GUI, but I can't be bothered, so we're just gonna do based. Oh, actually, that won't work with it. I don't think it will. Oh, that makes it even worse. Lovely. I will display all of this garbage. We could try making our own custom editor, but I don't feel like it today. Hehehe. Yeah, normally you just make a separate window, because that's useful, but I don't... Like, that's just too much for now. How do we make this editable? There was a way to display... Hold up. Unity. Display... Like, get... Custom inspector. Like, display... Custom inspector of object, or something like this. Not create a custom inspector. Solved. Okay, you editor. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing that we did here. Create editor. Asset target. Editor, and just we're gonna do editor on inspector GUI. Will this work? How it will? It did not. Lovely, lovely. But why? It should work, right? Oh, because our editor is not really drawing anything. That's lovely. Let's just do this for now. These. Yeah, well, it's disabled. I don't want this. This is annoying. I think we'll actually need to just make our own custom thing. Lovely. You know what, for now we did quite a lot, I think. Yeah, I see that most people don't really care about making a custom editor, so I'm gonna do it on my off time. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. I have quite a lot of experience in this. No, this is actually not okay. I have too much experience with this. I'll make, not really a separate window, but like I will actually make this a little bit nicer. But as you can see right now, it's a little bit... Well, it's actually a really terrible example, but as you can see, it's a little bit messy right now. Oh, it's really gonna be dynamic, but yeah, there's just like, you need to expand this, and then expand this, and then you need to expand also this, and it's just a mess. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make it a little bit nicer. But until then, I guess thank you for watching. We're gonna be ending the stream because I feel tired and my brain is about to explode. Thank you for watching. Not sure if this was worth your time, nor if it was worth my time. Well then, you know what, I honestly don't understand. I have make voting, what should I work on stream next? 4 people say, make the translation Magizmo. Okay. Where were you? Huh? Honestly, I have no idea what to do to like make people watch me again. Like, I had stream summaries before, now I don't. That's sad. Okay. Bye bye.